So it's very much safe to say that we're currently in a NFT gold rush. And I get it. When a JPEG picture sells for $69 million, it's definitely going to turn heads, and big brands and businesses are right now trying to figure out how they can take advantage of the blockchain and this new NFT technology, right? It seems like every company is trying to race into the metaverse. Now, the issue with this, though, is that when this gold rush happens, there's always going to be greed, and some of these brands and businesses aren't really thinking through their NFT projects enough. We even seen it last week where Adidas did drop their NFT collection, right? And unfortunately, they didn't set up everything correctly. So Mutant 8 Yacht Club members were not able to process and mint their NFTs and wasted, thousands upon thousands of dollars of gas fees that they're still trying to figure out how they're going to refund these customers, which was crazy, right? Now, the biggest blunder as of late is with Ubisoft, right? And I want to talk about why their drop is failing miserably. So Ubisoft decided to create some NFTs for their game Ghost Recon. And honestly, I think it's a pretty good idea overall to create NFTs for video games, because I think the NFT space works very, very well with, the video games platform. However, Ubisoft did not listen to their audience at all. Now, I will say microtransactions have been in video games for a very, very long time, and it does seem like a natural evolution for microtransactions to, go into NFTs. It makes sense, right? But I'm gonna break down here why it didn't really work out and why their strategy definitely should have been thought through a little bit more. Now, to be honest with you guys, I don't even know who plays Ghost Recon. I've always been more of a Call of Duty fan, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 has always been my favorite Call of Duty. Let me know in the comments down below, what is your favorite Call of Duty game? But I want to read this article because I think they break it down really, really well of what is going on with Ubisoft's NFTs. And so the title goes, "No one's buying Ubisoft garbage Ghost Recon NFTs." So you already know the vibes of this article, okay? It's tempting to think gamers don't care about NFTs and NFT fans don't want to play games, okay? And that makes total sense. And so the article goes to break it down, and it says, Ubisoft's digits are part of its Ubisoft Quartz experience. And instead of slightly different pictures of poorly drawn monkeys, digits are in-game cosmetic items with unique serial numbers. This is the NFTs that they're talking about. The initial offerings distributed free to players who met certain playtime or account level requirements include a gun skin that requires players reach XP level 5, a pair of pants requiring 100 hours played, and a mask only obtainable by spending 600 hours in a game that was a complete disaster at launch. So you already know the vibes of this article. The idea was these limited NFT items would be distributed to players who could then resell them at one of Ubisoft's 2 authorized resellers, which is Wearable, which is a pretty big marketplace, and Object.com. But as Apex Legends senior creator artist Liz Edwards pointed out over the weekend on Twitter, there's not a lot of reselling going on, which is true. Now it looks like, as the article reads, that the biggest transaction so far has been roughly about 380 USD, which is still not bad for a completely free wearable. But if you break it down, to spend 600 hours, right, you're not even getting paid $1 out. You're getting like paid 50 cents an hour to be able to, sell this NFT. So it's not really great returns, to be very honest with you. There's so much better that you could be doing with your time. And so Then they go to break down why sales are so few. So why so few sales in a moment of energy hungry NFT spiraling out of control on the worldwide marketplace? First off, and I'm just guesstimating here, but only 5 people play Ghost Recon Breaking Point. They ain't have to do Ghost Recon like that. But secondly, chances are a large portion of the people who actually play the game aren't big fans of NFTs. Considering the fan uproar that recently caused another game, and they quickly canceled its NFT plans, and that's likely the scenario. So their audience just aren't into NFTs, which makes sense. Again, a lot of gamers are not into microtransactions, and their audience is pretty much, saying the same thing. Now, lastly, what they go into detail about is that third and probably the most impactful is Ubisoft designed its Ubisoft Quartz program so that only players of the game the NFTs are created for can purchase the NFTs or digits. That includes purchases from those authorized reseller sites. So in order for your average NFT buyer to buy the Ghost Recon Breaking Point items, even from a player reselling one, they actually have to play Breaking Point. Barely anyone wants to play the game as is, so getting a non-player to log hours, hundreds of hours in order to own a helmet can only resell to other players who've logged hundreds of hours in an exercise in futility. So honestly, unless you play the game, there's no reason to purchase or buy this NFT, right? And if you log in these amount of hours, you'll get the NFT for free anyway. So they definitely did not think about this strategy enough. I'm guessing they wanted to create these NFTs to get people to play the game, not necessarily for resale value. But this honestly was a terrible strategy for them. So the lesson here is before you create an NFT project, make sure that you listen to your target audience and you know exactly what they want and what they value. Just because NFTs are a good idea doesn't necessarily mean that NFTs are for you. So let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about this? And what are your thoughts on this failed NFT project? Until next time, be easy.